The pass was usually a quiet route to take over the mountains, but something felt off today. The forest was unusually quiet for this time of day. Then suddenly, the ground began to quake beneath my feet. Just as I began to steady my mule, a hulking figure crested over the ridge, just beyond the old power lines I stood beneath. The figure, of which I had never seen such a massive form walk upright, plodded slowly towards me. It must have stood over 100 feet tall and 50 across the chest. Its body and limbs were a mismatch of old and new metal plating and mechanical parts. On its shoulders it carried a small chimney and a large industrial crane. Carrying a statue it dangled just above the treetops. As it approached, the sounds of the forest came to life. Small animals fled from under stones and shrubs, fearing for their life, while the birds raised a ruckus and took wing, flying from the behemoth. The machine stopped, releasing pressure from somewhere within. I could barely keep my mule from dragging me back down the way we came. Upon the machine halting, I noticed a man perched just behind its head and the massive wires that seemed to be its neck. I attempted to call out to the pilot, but I received no response. Then just as suddenly as it stopped, it roared back to life once more, taking a massive step over the old power lines. As it strode away down the forest path, I noticed a cottage haphazardly built on its back. Two figures stood upon the balcony, gazing out over the tree line to something I could not see. Surrounding them was a collection of the most unusual antiques I had ever seen, as well as a small garden that swung freely beneath the cottage as the machine lurched out of view. As I watched it disappear down the road and into the forest, I was left feeling lost, even though I hadn't moved an inch. There was something about the machine, and its 3 sullen passengers, that I knew they had a purpose greater than I would likely understand.